How's it going, everyone? Happy 420. I know I'm a day late. I apologize. Shit happened, bro. I wanted to get this up on 420 itself. But, hey, better late than never. So, in order to, I guess, celebrate, big quotation marks here, we're gonna tell a story, man. Another story time video. Whippy, bro. Until I totally have content ideas, man. I am a fucking machine. 24/7 grind. You gotta eat, sleep, and breathe YouTube. But yeah, this might be kind of a short story. I'm not too sure. But let's get into it. This takes place before my last story. So, if you don't know, my last story was talking about visiting an abandoned trailer. This takes place before that. This was towards the end of 2021. So, like, I had just graduated high school a few months before. And admittedly, like, I was just bullshitting, bro. I ain't gonna lie. Eventually got my little fast food job, but for the most part, like, I was just straight bullshitting, bro. And this is the story from one of those days, man. So this is the story about the time I stayed the night in a house that was being constructed. So this is the story about how me and one of my friends stayed the night in a house that was being built. And just a preference, like, the house was mostly done by the time we were staying the night in it. It was like mostly done. Like, it had power, like it was fully built and everything. I think they just had to like sell it. So this story took place, I want to say November of 2021, no later than December. So we're just gonna go November with this one, okay? November 2021. And now that I think about it, bro, 2021 in general was just like such a chill ass year, bro. It's probably because I graduated high school that year. I mean, for the first like few months of my graduation, first like 3 months of graduation, I was just bullshitting. But yeah, it was just, normal ass day, bro. I wake up, what am I gonna do today, bro? What's the move? Because I think at this time, like, I'd quit one job priorly, and then I was still like either waiting to start my new job or still putting in applications. I was an unemployed chud basically, dude. Being a fucking fat chud, bro. Yeah, and I was with one of my good friends, man. One of the homies, bro. Shout out Jason, bro. He wanted to be mentioned in the story, so like by name. So shout out Jason, man. You're the goat. He's been in a couple other of my stories too. I'll link him down below. But he's been in a couple other stories. Shout out, bro. He's built more with me. These stories wouldn't be possible without you. I don't know, Wally, bro. I don't fucking. But yeah, we get up on this day, man. We get up on this day, and we're trying to figure out, like, what's the move, bro? We ain't got shit to do. No school, no work, no nothing, bro. Like, what is we doing today, bro? Like, cause playing the game ain't gonna cut it all day. Shit's fun for the first like 3 to 4 hours, and then it gets boring, bro. Let's get out of the house. So eventually, we ended up hitting up another one of our friends, or I think he hit us up. Either way, this function was scheduled, bro. We finally had something to do, bro. A new objective. And now that I think about it, I'm pretty sure I did start my new job around this time. And like, I either had the day off or I just like called out. I mean, I don't really remember. But let's continue. So where the second friend stayed out was where the house was being built. This was the old neighborhood that I used to live in. And I used to go there quite frequently to, link up and smoke, bullshit around. It was quite a regular thing, but yeah, eventually later on in the day, bro was at work. We were not. Me and Jason were not at work. So, bro gets off work, and he gets us up. So we make our way over there, bro. And like, the best thing is like, it wasn't far from where I lived currently. So I moved from one neighborhood to another, and they were like within walking distance, bro. Literally, it was literally perfect. So like, I mean, it was like a 3-minute car ride. Or if not, it's like a 30-minute walk. Either way, bro, like, not too hard to get there. But yeah, we make our way over there. I believe we didn't have a ride, so we had to do the walk. And I was a lot bigger back then. I was a hefty ass nigga. I mean, I still am. But like, dude, I was a lot bigger back then, bro. I did not want to do that walk. But if there's weed or alcohol involved, my ass was gonna walk through, bro. Like, we gonna make that walk just to get lit, bro. And my homies is with me, so It's not too bad. We have a goal. So we get back over to my old neighborhood where my other friend was at. We meet up, and you know, we indulge in our sticky icky, bro. We indulge in the weed, bro. You know, we're just smoking and chilling, right? We go up to the house that I was talking about earlier, right, in the beginning. The house that was being worked on and all that. Well, the doors were unlocked, man. They didn't lock the doors, and we were just able to get in, bro. Eventually, they did lock the doors, but they left the window unlocked. Old bro just hopped the window and unlocked it for us, bro. Like nice going, bro. You really kept us out of there and from smoking it up in there. Turning that house into our own private hot box area. I believe we also had some drinks with us that night. Maybe the old Four Locos. That's where we drink a lot, man. Four Locos are just, man. They're brutal. Should I take a fucking Steel Reserve or any other shitty 40 ounce over a Four Loko, man? Them shits is ass, bro. You know, we had our Four Loko. More than likely, we had our Four Loko. Maybe one or two. We had our blunts. Had the music. They were just reviving, hotboxing, chilling. And we did not have anything. No pillows. No like blanket. It was middle of winter. Didn't have shit. Had our clothes and the vapes. That was literally just our clothes, our phones, our vapes. That is it, bro. But you know, it was already late as fuck when we were there. It was like damn near midnight. We didn't want to walk back, so we just said, fuck it, bro. We're staying the night, bro. Mission impossible. We are staying the night in this house. And for the first like couple of hours, we were freezing our asses off. And then we remembered the house had power and we're not the ones paying for it. We turned the heat on, bro. One problem solved. But that led us to our next problem. It was uncomfortable, bro. No pillows, no blankets. Eventually I just said fuck it and like folded my jacket up, used that as a pillow. So it was either be cold or be uncomfortable. Which one do I want to like pick my battle? And quite frankly, I chose being cold. First like 3 or so hours were kind of rough, bro. They were kind of rough. Like for the first little bit, we were just sitting there like shooting this shit, talking to each other. Cause like we couldn't sleep, bro. It was like, I don't know, bro. At first we were kind of nervous because we thought someone was gonna walk in or something, bro. Like it's gonna be the morning time and we were still gonna be asleep. Again, someone walks in, catches us sleeping. Smell of weed, like just everything could go wrong. But eventually we fall asleep, and I don't think we slept very long either. Cause I remember waking up. It was like 6 or 7 in the morning. Ha ha ha, 6, 7, nigga, like, funny joke. But I remember we got up, man. It was like, holy shit, there's daylight outside. We made it through the night. We spent the night in this abandoned house. I'm gonna call it an abandoned house for the sake of the title, bro. But yeah, eventually we get up, bro. See, it's daytime and shit. We get up, get our shit, and start walking back to my house. Had the crisp, cold, morning winter air on your face, bro. You know, as I stated earlier, it was only like a mile of a walk, but I was a fat, lazy chud. I didn't want to do that walk. So, I mean, but the goal was worth it again, bro. Like, get back to the house. Comfortable bed, bro. Comfortable, warm bed. I gotta charge my phone, my vape. I'm pretty sure my vape was dead. Like, man, it was rough. But yeah, we eventually made it back to my house. And I'm surprised no one was asking where we were, bro. Like, no one really gave a fuck, I guess. Or, I'm pretty sure we just said we were staying the night at a friend's house, like, but no one really asked about us, bro, which was the funny part. I was like, damn, bro, like, we just walked out, stayed the night at a fucking abandoned house, walked back, and no one gives a shit, bro. Yeah, not my parents, not his parents, like, nothing, bro. It's kind of crazy. I mean, like, this was after graduation, bro. Technically, I was the adult supervision. I say that in huge quotations, by the way. But anyways, that's gonna do it for today's video. Hope you enjoyed. It's probably a little bit of a shorter one, not too sure. But nonetheless, hope you enjoyed. It wasn't really anything super crazy. It was just staying the night in a cold ass house with my homie Jason, fucking smoking weed, getting drunk, vibing, being lit. And yeah, dude, more lore soon. Until next time, peace, man. Oh yeah, one more thing before I go. Follow the Twitch, follow Twitter, everything down below. Yeah, dude, second channel. I'm gonna be posting highlights, stream highlights and shit. Go follow it. Also down below. But yeah, bye this time. Peace.